Hi all, welcome to the class of Transportation and Distribution Management. Myself Sheza Sharaf from Department of Logistics Management. So in today's class, we'll be discussing the topic delivery lead time. So the contents of the class are, we'll be looking into what is delivery lead time, the components of delivery lead time, and what are the ways in which we can reduce the delivery lead time. So we'll go through this one by one. So firstly, what is delivery lead time? So, delivery lead time is actually the time between when the order is placed and until the order is delivered to the customer. Okay, so we know that after receiving an order from the customer, there are various stages through which we have to make the product ready for the product being actually delivered to the customer. So, it is the time during the production and transportation and storage time. So, we'll see what are the components of the delivery lead time. So we have to understand the components of delivery lead time as to understand in what all stages or what all operations we are using or we are increasing the delivery lead time. So we have to understand what is the optimum level of delivery lead time and how can we reduce the lead time. Only then we'll be able to reduce the cost and risk associated with the lead time. So the very first component is pre-processing time. So pre-processing time is the planning period. After receiving the order from the customer, the manufacturer will have to plan in order when the production has to take place and what all raw materials has to be procured. So this is the planning time as to meet the demand of the customer. Then the second component is processing time. During this processing time, the particular manufacturer is actually placing the order for the raw materials and procuring it. So there might be a certain delay as to procure the raw materials from the suppliers. Then the third one is waiting time. So after the raw materials has reached the production house, there might be a certain delay for the commencement of the production. So this time is told as the waiting time. So in all these stages, there might be certain delays or certain risk associated with the increase in time. Then the fourth component is storage time. So the storage time indicates that the raw materials or the semi-finished goods or the finished goods might be staying in the warehouse or the factory place for a while before the order is being actually delivered to the customer. So this time is called as the storage time. Then the fifth one is transportation time. After the product is made ready to be delivered to the customer, the time taken for transporting the particular product to the customer is known as transportation time. So, depending on the choice of transportation or the method of transportation, the time taken to be delivered, time taken for the product to be delivered might vary. Then the last one is inspection time. So the inspection time is actually referred to as the time the customer is taking to inspect the product after receiving it. So the product will be delivered to the customer and the customer will be verifying whether the product is actually of the same specification as per his or her order. So this is the time actually taken by the customer. So during all these stages, there is a lot of risk associated with increase in time or increase in cost. So if there are many delays during these stages, it can actually lead to increase in the total amount of delivery lead time. So when the total amount of delivery lead time increases, the customer or the manufacturer will be losing their business clients or they'll be even at the risk of losing their future businesses. So we have to actually try to reduce the amount of delivery lead time. So let's see next what are the ways in which we can able to reduce the delivery lead time. So the first method or the first point is actually to reduce the non-value added activities. So the manufacturer or the owner have to make a list of any sort of operations or activities or functions which are not adding value to their business. So any unwanted activities or any unwanted production related activities should be cut down. Only then they'll be able to reduce the time taken for it. Then the second way is as to change the shipping methods. Change the shipping methods means that we can actually opt for a cost effective and a time reducing shipping model. So if the particular manufacturer was depending on sea-ways transport, they can actually maybe if the product can be transported through airways. Likewise, they'll be able to reduce the time taken for transportation. Then the third one is sourcing the raw materials from local suppliers. That is, instead of procuring the raw materials from distant suppliers, we can actually source the raw materials from locally available suppliers. So likewise, we'll be able to reduce the time taken for the product or raw materials to be delivered to the production house. Then the fourth method is vertical integration. Vertical integration means if the manufacturer can actually take ownership of any one more operation or activity in the supply chain. That is, for example, if the manufacturer is only doing the manufacturing or the production process and he is outsourcing the packaging is totally been outsourced. So that will lead to increasing the delivery lead time. So instead of outsourcing that particular activity, he can actually own that particular function. Maybe an ancillary unit will be involved in the packaging. So he can actually own that particular operation or the business, and the packaging will be done in a much greater speed. So likewise, they will be able to reduce the time in the delivery process. And then the fifth point is automating the process. That is, instead of completely doing the product procurement or product order placement, everything doing in manually manner, we can actually automate all these functions. That is, we can involve any vendor management softwares or systems as to placing of orders or as to keep the record of inventory. So we'll be able to reduce the time taken during the placement of orders or inventory management methods. Okay, so these are the 5 methods in which we are able to reduce the delivery lead time. That is, reducing any non-value added activities. Then the second one is changing the methods of shipping. Third one is sourcing raw materials from local suppliers. Fourth one is vertical integration. And the fifth one is automating the process of inventory management. So by this, we'll be able to reduce the delivery lead time, and it will be contributing to increasing the profits and reducing the time taken for the business operations. Thank you.